You know, this idea of we should not work hard and sit, entertain ourselves, is that is what makes most of this world crazy. Because people think they should not work hard, you know. They think if they work hard, they will miss out on all the fun. But I want to tell you something very profound today. I would say if you really understand it and grasp it, you kind of can come out of this unmotivated life, you know. You really need to work hard to be able to feel you're alive. To be able to understand that what we are living is magnificent. To understand, to connect with nature is to connect with the whole consciousness. Life is not about pleasure. Life includes everything: the boredom, the joy, the sadness, happiness. All these dualities. But when you get stuck in one side of a spectrum, you miss the other side fully. This was always the biggest pain for me, to be able to make people realize that they are gifted, to realize that they are chosen, they are the one. It's so hard to make people understand, to reach to God level. It's so easy, so available, so present, so here, so now. You're just like one snap away from connecting with this consciousness, connecting with the whole, connecting with whatever holds you up. You know, your body is just holding up with some primordial energy. Because if you realize that the energy doesn't die, it only transforms from one form to another form, you will realize you are part of that first energy, the source, the one that is creating this whole thing. If you had a little bit of that education that you went through for 20 years or whatever, some people less, some people more, you should know that one of the laws of thermodynamic, if I'm not wrong, is that the law of conservation of energy. How beautiful is that? The law of conservation of energy. Can you do that? Can you maintain this life force and transform it to something that fulfills you? Regardless of pleasure, regardless of what you seek in life as an entertainment. You gotta work hard. You gotta put that effort to connect with this nature, to connect with this whatever exists around you, to be able to elevate your consciousness towards something that you don't even need to worry in your head. Because you worry so much. In your head, everything is grim. In your head, the world is dying. In your head, global is warming. But that doesn't matter. That's just like simply not important. What matters is that you work hard. You put this body, this mind towards something. And why not toward solving the biggest question of humanity? For centuries, thousands of years, perhaps 100,000 years, the very first question of this evolved cognition is that what is life? Why am I living this? What is this that I have to go through with the pain, with the joy, and what is this that I have to survive? What is it? Why am I so programmed to survive? Why am I so programmed to reproduce? We don't think about these things anymore. We are just bombarded by the nonsense of the world. Social media. Lower level of consciousness does not allow humanity to reach to a level that they can see from above. They're always looking at this world from below. Always. Put away this idea of not putting up the work, not showing up, not having a motivational life, not having an active life, not going for it. Don't give yourself that bullshit that you receive from all the information that comes to you, that, oh, you are an introvert, so it's okay to be lonely and stay introvert. No, it's not okay, you know, because you should not listen to that. You should just get out, work hard, become more extrovert, realize life has so much energy. And on the other way, if you're so extrovert, perhaps learn to become a little bit more introvert. This is the balance. This is the masculine and feminine energy. Feminine, introvert, masculine, extrovert. Masculine gets to explore the world, go at it, have wars and exploit all this reality that we are living. Introvert, for thousands of years, feminine energy tried to hold this falling apart intact, you know. The masculine energy wants to fall it apart, wants to destroy everything, and the introvert energy is just holding it back to be able to stay as a whole. Don't let social media influence you. Don't let any other person influence you. Don't let any belief system enters to your head. Because the moment you allow belief system enters to your head, you become a slave. That's how it works. Belief systems are there to create a slave from you. Work hard and cry later. This just popped in my head. Maybe because I'm working very hard these days. And that's just giving me so much motivation for life. That gives me so much abundance of energy that I can just go and share with the world. You gotta come out of that comfort zone. You gotta get survival. You gotta get to basic, back to basic. Go absolutely minimum, back to basic. Be born again. Once again, be born. Drop it. Drop your nonsense. Drop your psychology. Transform it. Transform it. Transcend it to something that you always dream of. You dream, I know you dream. We all do dream. But dream is again the same thing. It's a belief system. There are millions of belief systems. Millions of dreams. Millions. To believe means to wish. To wish means to dream. That's just how it works. Like the literal translation of believe, if I'm not wrong, is to wish. Why would you want to wish for something to be true when you can just like be that thing right now? Because you are true. Stop dreaming. Work hard on whatever that needs to be worked hard at the moment in your life. But don't sit back and watch Netflix all the time. Don't sit back and entertain yourself all the time. Put your body at work, put your mind at work, put your ideas on paper, write down things, do things that you write them. All of these things are just so easy. You gotta only find a simple method to get yourself into creative life. Just simply give yourself a chance to be creative. I don't know, write one word every single day after another one. But do it. That does not matter. It's the gesture that matters. Give that gesture to yourself. Do something for yourself. And work toward it. And then there will be a time that you will cry. But at the moment, it's not time for crying. At the moment, it's not time for letting the lower level of consciousness get into your head and not allowing you to free yourself from this bombard of information, this whole nonsense of the world that is just coming to you and not allowing you to breathe, not allowing you to feel yourself, not allowing you to get bored, not allowing you to realize what is boredom. What is boredom? There is no boredom in life. There cannot be any boredom in life. If you work hard, there cannot be any boredom. I was going at it very hard today, huh? I love this energy. I love it. So yeah, embrace yourself for the impact, because I am back. There are so many content these days about, oh, 5 to 9 to 5 is a scam, or 9 to 5 is robbing you out of your life. All of these things that people just these days really don't want to work, right? That's just how the reality of things work, because most of us, we know that we are getting paid so little for wasting our youth on these corporations. Most of us know that what we are doing is just like really damaging and destructing the world. And what are we really doing? Not only damaging and destructing the world, we are also damaging and destructing our own life, personal life. Most of us know. That's why it's really hard to put up the work these days. You have so much information that coming to you all every single day, that you will realize anyway what you are living is somehow not right. What you're living somehow is not supposed how it's supposed to be. I totally agree with you. This exploitation, this lack of equal rights and lack of equal life for everyone on this planet is sad. I get it. It's not really nice. But at the same time, you should realize that you are in this rat race. You should realize that just because you are living a rat race does not mean you don't have any other options. So, your first priority is to see the rat race, realize the rat race, accept it, live it, learn it. If you don't want to escape, accept that at the moment you have to put up the work to come out of this rat race. Does not matter what work, just the work that can take you out of this rat race. Simply, if that's in your head, that should be your first priority, to come out of this rat race. So 99.9% of humanity, they are in a rat race and they know they are in a rat race. If you're one of them, come out of it. The way to come out of it is by using the same system, is by using the same game and structure. You do not need to invent the wheel. You do not need to go so backward that there is no technology for you to be able to come out of this rat race. To come out of this rat race, you need to acknowledge the present moment. That's the first thing you do. You acknowledge the present moment. When you acknowledge the present moment, you realize there is no good and bad. There is all it exists. And all it exists is here, now, available, including technology. Technology is one thing that played the biggest role in our cognitive evolution. Now, you have the technology in the present moment. Do not deny it. Do not be afraid of it. Do not be scared of it. Do not be afraid of AI. Do not be afraid of any type of technology out there, robots and automations. No, not at all. People always talk about all these automations are taking our jobs and it's gonna be blah blah. Oh, AI is gonna take artists' job and all of these nonsense. I don't know how technology can take an artist's job. Like if there is an artist, how can be a job? And if there is a job, then there is no artist. An artist should be able to create the art anyway. When you acknowledge this technology, this possibility of living, then you realize it's not so hard to come out of this rat race. All of a sudden, it's not so hard to find your way of living. All of a sudden, off-grid, for example, living becomes a possibility. All of a sudden, not giving a damn about this system is a possibility. You can do that, you know. So many people are like, oh no, they just want to vaccinate all of us, they want to track us, they want to do this, they want to blah blah, make more wars. And well, why don't you just go somewhere in, I don't know, Siberia and live a off-grid life? Because that's possible. Look, you are living this system. You are living this good and bad together. You gotta acknowledge it. Because when you get to present moment, there is no good and no bad. There is no war, there is no peace. If you realize this, you will realize that there is no tangible imperfection to your present moment, to your life. It's all possible for you. Everything is possible for you. Even if you're homeless right now, everything is possible for you. But it just depends what is that everything in your head. If that everything in your head is to have a Porsche, you know, then perhaps you're gonna have a really hard time living as a homeless person. Because having a Porsche, it's just hard as a homeless person, right? But if you just simply find a way to get into knowing yourself, is the best thing to be a homeless person, you know. Like the best thing a homeless person can do is to know him or herself better, at least. That's just how it is. Come out of this rat race. Make your own business. Make your own ideas. Make your own terms. Work hard for it. Do something about it. There are so many tools out there right now that you can make good money. If that's the case, go learn them. But do something. Work hard. Because if you don't, it's really hard for me to convince you this life not only is worth living, it can also be abundant. Abundant with material things, abundant with the spiritual things. It's just abundant. See you soon. You take care of yourself and stay in contact, you know. Just always stay in contact, because that's what can create this bond between us, and then things will work out. You take care of yourself.